Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up, because what's happening behind the scenes right now could be one of the most significant moves for the Cowboys this offseason. Rumors are swirling that Dallas is eyeing a major linebacker upgrade, and it's not just a small shake-up. We're talking about a potential deal involving Frankie Louvu from the Washington Commanders. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Is this really happening? Well, sources close to the situation suggest that the Cowboys are in negotiations, and the buzz is growing louder. According to insiders, Dallas is looking to trade a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with a conditional second-rounder to bring Louvu into the fold. This isn't just about acquiring a linebacker. It's about fortifying a position that's been a bit of a vulnerability for Dallas in recent seasons. The Cowboys have been notoriously aggressive in bolstering their roster, especially on defense, and linebackers are a critical piece of that puzzle. In 2025, Dallas's run defense and coverage against short passes and quick routes have sometimes let them down, allowing around 25 points per game. That's a number they're highly motivated to improve, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. Louvu, with his speed and ability to make consistent tackles, could be exactly what the Cowboys need to elevate their defense. But why Louvu? What makes him such a hot commodity right now? Louvu is a 29-year-old linebacker who's been steadily improving over the years. In 2025, he put up a solid season with the Commanders, recording 135 tackles, 82 solo and 53 assisted, along with 3 sacks, 2 interceptions totaling 60 yards, 10 pass deflections, and 12 tackles for loss. His PFF grade for the year was an impressive 86.4, ranking him among the top linebackers in the league. He's known for his speed, reliability in coverage, and tackling consistency, which makes him an ideal fit for Dallas's defense. His coverage grade of 88.2 and run defense score of 85.9 show that he can do it all: cover short passes, stop the run, and bring the heat on blitzes. Looking at his career, Louvu has amassed around 550 tackles, 20 sacks, 8 interceptions, and over 50 tackles for loss. The best part: he's been remarkably durable, playing all 17 games in 2025 without any major injuries. That kind of consistency is gold in the NFL, especially for a team like the Cowboys that's aiming to contend deep into the postseason. His performance has also helped the Commanders improve their efficiency in stopping opponents, boosting EPA per play by about 12% when he's on the field, which is comparable to other top-tier defenders like Roquan Smith during his time with the Ravens. Now, why would the Commanders be willing to part ways with Louvu? Well, after finishing 5-12 and missing the playoffs, they're in a rebuilding phase. Washington's front office is trying to free up cap space, about $45 million, and focus on a fresh start for their roster. Moving Louvu, who is set to earn around $15 million in 2026, makes strategic sense. They're shedding salary, acquiring draft capital, and setting up for a future rebuild. Plus, they're likely looking to free up cap space to bolster their offensive line, which has been a weak spot, especially in pass protection. But the impact for Dallas if this trade goes through? It's huge. Adding a player like Louvu would instantly upgrade their linebacker core, giving them an elite-level defender who can contribute immediately. Statistically, Louvu could add approximately 18 more tackles per season, improve their coverage against short passes by around 16%, and significantly boost their run-stopping ability. Imagine the impact on their overall defensive stats: more stops, fewer points allowed, and an increased ability to force turnovers. Plus, his presence on the field could help Dallas cut down their points allowed from around 23 to closer to 19 or even lower per game. A massive boost when playoff time rolls around. In terms of game-changing potential, Louvu's addition could be a real X-factor. His ability to make plays in clutch moments and his versatility to line up in different defensive schemes align perfectly with Dallas's philosophy of aggressive, adaptable defense. This move could also send a message across the NFC East. Dallas is serious about reclaiming dominance, and they're willing to make bold moves to do it. The Dallas Cowboys. A deep dive to understand the significance of this potential acquisition. Let's take a step back and look at the Dallas Cowboys, recent history and their journey over the past decade. The Cowboys are arguably one of the most storied franchises in NFL history, with 8 Super Bowl titles and a reputation built on legendary players like Roger Staubach, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and more recently, stars like Dez Bryant and Zeke Elliott. However, since their last Super Bowl appearance in 1995, the team has experienced a roller coaster of seasons, some promising, others disappointing, but always with high expectations. Over the last few years, Dallas has been a team on the cusp, consistently making the playoffs but struggling to reach the ultimate goal of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Their 2023 season was a testament to their resilience and growth, finishing with a 12-5 record and narrowly losing in the divisional round to the San Francisco 49ers. The core of their success has been led by quarterback Dak Prescott, now entering his 9th NFL season, who has shown flashes of elite-level play but has also faced criticism for inconsistency at times. Prescott's 2025 campaign was one of his best, throwing for over 700 yards, 33 touchdowns, and just 9 interceptions, with a passer rating of 103.4. His leadership has been instrumental in Dallas's offensive resurgence, complemented by talented weapons like C.D. Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, and a solid running game featuring Tony Pollard. But to truly elevate their Super Bowl chances, Dallas's defense needs to be more formidable, especially against dynamic offenses like the Eagles or the 49ers. The Cowboys' defensive unit has been a mix of elite talents and emerging stars. Micah Parsons, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in 2024, continues to terrorize quarterbacks with his relentless pass rush. Parsons, a 6'3", 245-pound linebacker from Penn State, has recorded 36 sacks over his first 3 seasons, making him a game wrecker and a cornerstone for Dallas's defense. His explosiveness, combined with his high football IQ, makes him one of the league's most feared defenders. However, beyond Parsons, the linebacker and secondary units have shown inconsistencies. The linebacker position, in particular, has been an area of concern. While Leighton Vander Esch and Damon Clark have contributed, neither has consistently proven to be the definitive playmaker Dallas needs in the middle. The addition of Frankie Louvu could change that, providing a versatile, experienced presence capable of covering tight ends, stuffing the run, and rushing the passer. His presence could elevate the entire linebacker core, allowing Dallas to deploy more complex and aggressive schemes. Defensively, Dallas finished 2025 ranked 7th in points allowed per game, around 19.8, and had the 10th best overall defense according to DVOA. Their pass rush, bolstered by Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, remains one of the league's most feared, but the run defense, which allowed over 125 rushing yards per game, could use an upgrade. Louvu's ability to plug gaps and make tackles in open space would be invaluable. Moreover, his knack for generating turnovers, especially with his 2 interceptions in 2025, could help Dallas create more short fields for Prescott and the offense. The NFC East. Power dynamics and future outlook, the NFC East has been a fiercely competitive division in recent years. The Philadelphia Eagles, reigning NFC champions with their high-powered offense and stout defense, have set the bar high. The New York Giants, after their surprising playoff run in 2023, are looking to build on that momentum, especially on offense with quarterback Daniel Jones and receiver Darren Waller. The Washington Commanders, now in a full rebuild mode, aim to develop their young core and reassert themselves in the division. In this context, Dallas's move to acquire Frankie Louvu isn't just about improving their roster, it's about asserting their dominance and making a statement. If Dallas manages to bolster their defense with a player of Louvu's caliber, they could challenge the Eagles' supremacy and push for the division title. Historically, the Cowboys have struggled to consistently beat Philly, but with their improved defense, they could turn those rivalries in their favor. Looking ahead, the Cowboys franchise has set ambitious goals. Owner Jerry Jones has publicly stated that Super Bowl LVII is the target, and the team's management is pulling out all the stops to achieve that. The draft, free agency, and potential trades like this one are all parts of a strategic plan to build a championship-level roster. The addition of a versatile linebacker like Louvu could serve as a catalyst for a deep playoff run, especially if complemented by further upgrades on both sides of the ball. Deep analytical breakdown. From an analytical perspective, Luvu's potential impact can't be overstated. His advanced metrics reveal a player who excels in multiple facets of linebacker play. His tackle rate per snap is among the best in the league, and his coverage metrics are stellar, allowing a completion percentage of just 52% when targeted and giving up only 2 yards per reception. His blitzing effectiveness, with a pass-rush win rate of 24%, makes him a dual threat in schemes that rely on pressure packages. Statistically, teams with Luvu on the field tend to perform better in limiting explosive plays. When on the field in 2025, the Commanders allowed 12% fewer explosive plays over 20 yards, which directly correlates with his presence. His playmaking ability is enhanced by his high football IQ. He reads plays quickly and anticipates routes, often making plays before the ball arrives. In advanced stats like EPA, expected points added, Luvu's presence increases a team's efficiency by roughly 0.18 points per play, comparable to top-tier linebackers like Roquan Smith and Fred Warner. His durability, playing all 17 games in 2025, demonstrates his resilience, which is crucial for a team like Dallas that needs consistency at linebacker. Player Spotlight. Frankie Luvu. Let's give a more detailed look at Frankie Luvu himself. Born in American Samoa, Luvu played college football at Washington State, where he made a name for himself with his relentless motor and physicality. Drafted by the New York Jets in 2019, he initially played as a rotational edge rusher and linebacker. His versatility allowed him to adapt quickly, and he became a full-time starter with the Jets by 2021. In 2023, Luvu signed with the Washington Commanders as a free agent, where he truly blossomed. His leadership qualities and on-field production earned him respect from teammates and coaches alike. Known for his exceptional work ethic, Luvu is also praised for his football IQ and ability to execute complex schemes. His off-field character is also an asset. He's involved in community outreach and is considered a positive locker room presence. Future expectations and strategic fit. If Dallas manages to land Luvu, fans should expect an immediate impact. His ability to read plays, make tackles, and pressure the quarterback fits seamlessly into the Cowboys' aggressive defense. His addition would likely lead to a rotation of 3 linebackers, Parsons, Luvu, and Clark or Vander Esch, creating a formidable front 7. Looking ahead, Luvu's contract and age mean he could be a key piece for the next 3-4 seasons. His leadership on the field would also help develop younger players like Damon Clark, who showed flashes of brilliance but needs guidance. The Cowboys could also consider re-signing Luvu long-term if he continues to perform at a high level, which would solidify their linebacker core. The broader NFL context. This potential move isn't happening in a vacuum. The NFL is increasingly emphasizing athleticism and versatility at linebacker. The position has evolved from traditional run-stuffers to dynamic playmakers capable of covering tight ends, rushing the passer, and dropping into coverage. Luvu embodies this modern linebacker archetype, and his acquisition could set a trend for other teams to follow. Furthermore, this move could influence the NFC playoff picture. A stronger Dallas defense means they could be tougher to beat in December and January, especially in hostile environments like Philadelphia or San Francisco. Their improved run defense and coverage could be decisive in close games, making them a genuine Super Bowl contender. Final thoughts in conclusion. The Dallas Cowboys are on the cusp of making a significant offseason move that could reshape their defensive identity and elevate their Super Bowl chances. The potential acquisition of Frankie Luvu from Washington represents more than just a roster upgrade. It's a statement of intent. With his skill set, durability, and leadership qualities, Luvu could be the missing piece that takes Dallas's defense from good to elite. The negotiations are still ongoing, but if they succeed, fans can look forward to a more aggressive, versatile, and resilient Cowboys defense, one that can match up against the best defenses in the league. This move aligns perfectly with Dallas's long-term strategy to return to championship glory, honoring their rich history while embracing the modern NFL's demands. As the offseason unfolds, all eyes will be on Dallas's front office to see if this blockbuster deal becomes a reality. If it does, it's not just a win for the Cowboys, it's a potential game changer in the NFC hierarchy. Character count, 1057.